Look what I got. Social status. Saturday. And I have no idea how to pronounce this. Maniere, something like that. Maniere. I don't know. You guys comment down below. Let me know. You guys are probably going to make fun of me. I have no idea. But I think it's Maniere. And that's the name of the store. They also own a social status. They also own social status. Same ownership as far as what I've been told. And wait till you guys hear what I had to do to get this pair of shoes in my hands. Just going to tell you the story real quick. And so you could see the top of the bag still sealed. I'm going to show them to you guys first. I'm going to pull them out and we're going to take a close look at these today. So sit down, relax, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And if you've been here before, you know what to do. Just relax, watch me unpack these beautiful sneakers. But before I do that, I just want to tell you guys, thank you for following along. Let me give you the quick story from yesterday about how this happened because, man, this was a ridiculous review. Ridiculous release review. So Friday night, I'm getting ready for Saturday's releases online. Obviously got all the online stores that are releasing, between 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Most of the releases happen between then. And then the restocks happen after that. So big drop day for the Maniere is what I'm going to call them. Highs and the lows, the Air Force Ones. And it was a big, it was a big hype leading up to it. The people that knew about it knew that this shoe was going to be coveted. This was going to be a collector shoe. This was going to be something that was going to be double the value at least of the, retail price. So the retail price was $170 US. And right now, the current market, if you check StockX on the lows, I think the last time I checked was about average price between $450 to $550, with the small sizes being a little higher. The really big sizes like a 13, 14 being a little bit lower. But those prices are all going to level out and they're all going to be above $400. So, it was a shoe that caught a lot of attention, and I think some people slept on it, to be honest with you. Now they know what they slept on and they're looking for it. But here's what happened. I went to social status, first come, first serve, and they say directly on their Instagram, absolutely no camping out will be allowed. And we all know that doesn't mean shit. Everybody's going to be camping out, but they have to say that for safety reasons and for other reasons. They don't want people camping out downtown outside the store. It's just not a cool place to be late at night. I don't think you want to be downtown Pittsburgh, like out on the streets in front of social status. It's right downtown on Liberty Avenue. So anyways, I don't even like going down there during the day, let alone staying overnight. So that wasn't going to be an option. I decided to wake up and get down there, and I had gotten tipped off by a friend that it could potentially, they might be handing out wristbands between like maybe 8 and 9. So I figured, well, it doesn't matter, wristbands, no wristbands. If I want to get any of these shoes, I need to get down there early. So I had set my alarm. I figured if they're going to start, people might start lining up around, knowing that sneakerheads, there's going to be people that line up in the middle of the night, but the majority of the chunk of the people are going to be lining up anytime between like 7 to like 9 o'clock, maybe 10. 7 to 10, there's going to be mass amounts of people coming in, or like an hour or two before the drop, trying to see if they can get in line to get a pair of these shoes. They don't want to wait in the cold, right? And neither do I. Quite frankly, it's not worth it. I can go spend $400 if I had to on the resale price, but you know my thing. I want to get a good value. I want to show you guys how to do this properly. So I went down to the lineup by myself, none of my friends with me, and I pulled my car up front, and there's actually like a row of where all the sneaker guys pull up their cars, and there's usually maybe 4 or 5 cars there, packed with people getting in and out of them from like not wanting to stand in the cold, holding each other's spots in line and all that. And so I get there. There's a mob scene of people, and I woke up at like 6 or a little bit before 6 and was out of the house like quick. I was downtown before 7, and there was like 46 people in line ahead of me, And when I get there, I'm just like, oh my God, it's the worst feeling. You wake up early, you're excited for a release, and you get there, and there's just probably zero chance that you're going to be able to cop a pair. So I'm thinking, oh my God, there's no way. This sucks. I'm literally like the 50th person in line, maybe more. I couldn't count everybody. It was just a huge mob scene of people, tons of sneakerheads, tons of, people that were just there to resell, some bum looking people that maybe somebody paid from the side of the road to wait for them. But the truth is, I wasn't feeling good about it. So I texted my one friend who knows something about social status, in the other cities, and asked him about how many pairs. And he said, well, you know what? Social status is part ownership of a Maniere, so it's most likely there's going to be a decent amount of pairs. You should stick around and wait. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait around. And a couple hours go by, still just like thinking, man, the longer I stand here, the stupider I'm going to feel if I don't get a pair. And like, it's just the worst feeling. If you've ever camped out, it's that feeling of uncertainty. And the best part about it, like anything, is when you get your pair and you're like, all right, now I can get the hell out of here. You just can't wait. But so that's the feeling that you have. And there's this unsure feeling of, you going all the way out there looking like an idiot, not being able to get a pair, and wasting your time. Like, I'm not about that. I'm not about wasting time, especially on my weekends. So I'm down there, and, when it comes down to it, they're handing out these cards, and they go down the line, and he's like, I see the cards. I'm like, well, that looks like a decent stack of cards. But as he gets down closer and closer to me, I'm like looking, and I see him handing out the cards, and it's dwindling down. There's like 3 of them left. And he gets to me, and I'm 47 out of 50. And I grab that card. And then on top of that, we had to wait another 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours in the cold before we could get back in. Luckily, I hopped in my car. I met some cool people there. Shout out to you guys if you're watching. Make sure to comment below if you guys met me at the release, because I want to connect with you guys. But most of you guys I caught up with on Instagram. But honestly, these shoes, unbelievable. So I'm just going to stop talking and pull them out for you guys so you can see them. Here's the box. Traditional Nike Air Force One box. Nice heavyweight box. It's got the little latch. If you got the Supreme Air Maxes or anything like that, they come in the same box. But any of the Air Force Ones come in these boxes. Got the little hole in the front, little locking tab, and they're the slide boxes, which we all like. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. As soon as you open it, there's like a really, really strong smell. Just like any, shoes, you typically have that really, really bright smell. I'm gonna move some stuff so I can set this box down. And here we go. So on to what you guys been waiting to see. And I'll just give you guys a quick rundown of some of the materials on the shoe. Obviously on the toe box and on the back here, you can see a very, very tumbled leather. It is an excellent, excellent quality leather. Just moving around the shoe. Move some angles so you can see. This tumbled leather is one of the nicest. It's a true tumbled leather. Very, very nice. Moving over to the swoosh, you can see this like super, super rough horsehair suede. It's absolutely beautiful. And then here, this trim, or the outline part, is a reflective. It's like an iridescent reflective. And then that iridescence, they carry on to the laces. The lace tips are like they're metal actually. Metal iridescent. And then the Dubray on the front. This one's got the A on it. And then I'll show you on the other pair, the other shoe. Let's go set this box down. Give you guys a better angle here. So here we go. On the second shoe, as you can see, it's got the Nike swoosh. That one's got the A. So the thing that stuck out to me about these shoes is, number one, the quality of the materials, the presentation of the box, the packaging, even just down to the Dubray and the laces. Unbelievable quality. It's a very, very heavy weight. I wonder how this compares to some of the other Air Force, because I know the Air Force is a chunky shoe. The other thing that's really, really interesting, I don't know if you guys saw this, these shoes are individually numbered 1 to 5,269. There's 5,269 pairs produced, and as you can see there, I have number 1,392. So I got 1,392, and yeah, I just think these are unbelievable. On the toe box, just so you guys know, because you probably can't see it, you might think that's a nubuck. That is not nubuck. That is a very, very high quality suede. And actually, I don't know if you can see that, but definitely move the texture of the suede. Beautiful, beautiful shoe. The last and most interesting detail that I've seen that I haven't really seen on any other shoes that I have is this coating or material that they put on the outsole here. It's like, so this part down here is the rubber. This part feels like suede. It's like really smooth, and it has a little bit, it feels like suede. In fact, it might be suede. I'm not really sure. Why don't you guys comment, let me know. But you guys can see how iridescent this shoe is. All the reflective, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful shoe. So now I just need to get the highs. The highs are very similar to these. I don't think I would wear the highs, but I definitely want them. If I have this pair, I need to get the exact same size in the highs. Somewhere down the line when I sell these to a collector, they're gonna want the package, and it's gonna be irresistible. So comment, let me know what you guys think. Did you get a pair of these? Is it worth waiting for? Oh, and the best part, here's the best part. While I was in line waiting for this release, Sneakers dropped the Fearless Edison Chen, and you guys, I know you saw that release. I was able to get a pair. So I'm sitting there, my hands are freezing, and it was so cold that I couldn't hit size 10. I was trying to go for my personal size 10, and I hit size 9 by accident, but I just hit buy really quick. And it's going through, and I'm going and trying to add these shoes as well. And the highs. I'm adding all three of those shoes at the same time. So I add the Edison Chen first, and then I go and add the low. Then I add the highs of the Maniere, and then I look away. I'm waiting. It kicks me out of these ones, so I go back in, and then it says purchased on the Fearless Edison Chen, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm screaming. It was unbelievable. It's such a great feeling, and there was literally nobody in line. Out of all 50 of those people, not one person that hit that pair of shoes. So I think they're really rare. I'm going to do a full video on those, but make sure to let me know which pair of shoes you like better. Comment, let me know. Is it the Edison Chen, or are you guys into these Air Force? And which one would you buy, or which one would you go after if you had to wait in line? Dude, I got two amazing pairs of shoes in a matter of an hour and a half. So we're going to talk more about that later. I'll see you guys soon.